Okay. Welcome to the Vehemence podcast. It's your host, Deasia Renee, and today we have Jaidynn, who
Mhm.
is from Kansas City, Missouri, and she plays basketball currently at Marquette. So we're going to ask her some questions about her journey and her experience. So first, how are you, and how are things going for summer workouts?
I'm pretty good. Summer workout's been smooth. It's been great so far, so can't complain.
So you're your senior year now this year. How does it feel to be now an old head?
The old head is crazy, but it's smooth. Definitely came fast. It don't even feel real, man. I was just a freshman. That's all I can say.
So let's take it back to your first experience, like wanting to play basketball. What do you feel like was the time and point that you wanted to start playing basketball? And then what point did you feel like you started to take it serious?
So my brothers really got me into it. I've seen them play outside all the time, so that they kind of inspired me to play. Even though they didn't really let me play with them, but I kind of I just got in the way and played anyway. But I would say, um, I joined Della Lamb. That was my very first team. So I joined them I was probably about 8 years old. I can't remember, but I was
Mhm.
really young. Um, yeah, that's pretty much
So
it.
you played from Delalam, and then like how did middle school ball go? Like what was your experience playing AAU versus having to play with structure? Because high school and middle school is like more structured, kind of more political than AAU.
I feel like in AAU you can really showcase your talent more so than
Mhm.
school. Um, yeah, you just have a lot more freedom in AAU. So I definitely enjoyed AA. I miss it so much, but I definitely enjoyed that a lot more than school ball, but school ball was always cool. I like structure too. I mean, it's not bad. It's not terrible to have structure. You learn a lot from structure, basketball. So, yeah.
But would you know a specific point in time where you specifically feel like you were like, okay, I can play this at a super high level. I feel like I can be really good at this and potentially get paid or get my school paid for to play this game.
I'm gonna say I really started to lock in my senior year of high school. Things started to get real. I didn't really have any offers until my senior year. That's really when the offers came in. Once I seen one offer come in, I'm like, okay, I could really do this thing. Like I'm actually pretty decent. And then I just locked in the summer before high school. Sorry, senior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I locked in. Me and my teammates, like Sania, we locked in together. Started getting in
Mm-hmm.
the gym every day. We even made it to state that year. Like we was really locked in, and that's really when I started to focus because it started to get real. And people kept telling me like, "Jenny, you ain't got that much time left. Like you gotta lock in." And then I'm short. You know, I'd be like short at that, so I had to learn how to shoot more. So I'm in the gym shooting, just working on every level of my game. My senior year though, so yeah.
So I already know it was like your senior year was like right when COVID hit.
hmm
So do you
Um,
feel
Senior year of high school?
like senior year, you're
It was like
like
junior year. It was junior year.
junior year COVID hit. So
Mhm.
junior year is when you get most of your offers. So do you feel like COVID could have potentially been a part of that experience because junior year is when coaches actually start coming out to look, but considering the fact your junior year was COVID, it was a little shaky for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely messed me up. I felt like it kind of messed up my mental a little bit because I mean it was just weird. Like it was very uncomfortable playing in an empty gym. Like there was nobody
Hmm.
there. Like coaches couldn't come out and watch you. They just see you, on the screen. Like they're not seeing you how you really play in person. And so yeah, I do. They think that had a big impact on like the way my offers went.
So after your junior year, how far did y'all make it, or did y'all even make it to like playoffs, or did it just shut down because of COVID?
Ooh, I don't even remember. I don't think we didn't even make it to playoffs my junior year. No.
Okay.
I,
So senior year, y'all having to play with. Did y'all play with mask on, or y'all didn't have to play with mask on? Because I know
we
some
did.
schools had to play mask on.
We did play with mask on.
How
So it
was
was
that
like
adjustment?
sophomore and I don't remember. I think it was sophomore to junior year. It was something like that. But you said how I just how did
Yeah,
I
how did you adjust to that, and how do you feel like having to adjust to COVID kind of helped you? Because I know you guys are used to have to doing a lot of adjustments rather than years before that wasn't necessarily a thing.
it just took me a while. I definitely couldn't breathe in that mask. I don't really remember how I did it. Um, but I just kind of had to. I low key wasn't even wearing it over my nose. I had to breathe, so it wasn't really that big of a difference. But that's pretty much it.
Okay. So then after graduation, you said you had to lock in. Like, were you able to go on visits? Like, what schools was looking at you your senior year, and ultimately, what led up to your decision to choosing to going somewhere after high school?
So I had a lot of JUCOs looking at me. One school named NEO. I don't really know what it stands for, but it's an Oklahoma school.
Hmm.
Think they're a JUCO. If not JUCO, then D2, D3, one of those levels. And I had
Hmm.
a JUCO that Sania went to, McLennan. I went on
Hmm.
a visit with her. I was actually committed there. Well, I signed there, and then Southern Illinois hit me up. They're they were the really like the only D1 school to hit me up. I had Temple too, in Philly, but I didn't want to go far. My mindset was kind of jacked up out of high school. Like I was too afraid to go away from home, and so I ended up going to SIU when they hit me up. I went on that visit. It was cool, you know. They were 5 hours away. It was pretty much the closest school, but they were D1. I was just more so, oh, I just want to go to a D1. Like I didn't really care, and then I chose the closest school, which was SIU, 5 hours away. So that's pretty much why. I mean, I didn't, I really didn't have a
A
plan.
whole
Like it was
process of
just my
why.
mindset was really, really bad. But I had a lot of JUCOs. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was pretty much a lot of JUCOs, maybe some D2s, D3s. But yeah, I had to come up.
So getting on campus at SIU, your first week having to do workouts, was it harder than you imagined? And what do you feel like was your moment to like welcome to college?
My welcome to college moment. Um, you know, I was all right. I'm not trying to be like cocky or anything, but I've been starting all my life. So what humbled me was like they were actually better than me. So I'm like,
Mm.
dang, like they really some hoopers out here. Like dang, like I feel like I ain't, But um, the workouts they weren't that bad. I was the main one in shape. I was in shape. I made sure I was in shape. I was out running everybody. But the workouts weren't bad at all. I mean, it was pretty easy.
So who did you go up against, or who did you feel like was better than you to when you got to college? You was like, okay, I'm not better than everybody. I got work to do.
Okay, so Ashley Jones.
I
She
believe
used
so. Yeah.
Yeah, she used to go to I want to say Mississippi State and Temple. She
Mm-hmm.
went to both of them, I believe. Yeah, she's cold. She was cold. She's definitely better than me. And then Shamira Williams. I forgot where she came from, but yeah, both of them they were some buckets. They was doing
What were
some.
they doing that you felt like, okay, they are better than me? Like they
You could
deserve to
just
play with me?
sorry, you
It's
could
because
just
it's
tell.
real.
Yeah, it's real, but you could just tell they've been in a more professional setting, like college. It was just different. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like they was just making some crazy buckets, like Ashley shooting dang near from half court. Shamir, very athletic. Like she had so many counter moves. It was crazy. But yeah, they were really good.
Did you ever get hit with like, so in a game when you got in your first college game, were you nervous? Were you scared? And did you have an in moment game where you was like, okay, somebody hit you with a crazy screen or a crazy move
Oh,
that you was like, okay, I'm at college now. Maybe I do need to listen to my coach and slide my feet at a certain angle. Like, what moment was that?
I definitely been hit by a lot of screens. Like I said earlier, I'm short as a mug, so definitely seen a lot of brick walls out there. It wasn't as easy to, how high school was. It wasn't as easy to drive and score. So
Hmm.
that's when I'm talking about. I had to learn how to shoot. Like I really had to learn how to shoot. Like it's not easy. Like being short out here, you know how it is, man.
So after that, how far did SIU, like, how far did y'all go your freshman year?
Oh, we didn't go very far. We weren't the best team. And yeah, it's a whole nother story. But it was just a lot going on within the team that really caused the problem. We had the talent, but it was just a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors, and we couldn't figure it out.
Okay, so sophomore year, what do you feel like you did to be able to elevate yourself, or what changes do you feel like that you made to your game to be better?
I've been just continued to get in the gym. I worked on my midi continuously during the summer. My high school coach always opened the gym for me, and I still go back there to this day to shoot anytime I want. I pretty much have my own workouts, and I go to Marcus all the time, so he pretty
Mm-hmm.
much help me out. That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Hey, I keep it simple. I just work on the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Work on my left hand, my shot.
Okay. So now
Mm,
you're at Marquette. When did you decide to go to Marquette and why? And what made you transfer? Because I know it's a lot of people that hate the transfer portal, but the transfer portal seemed to work out for you because you're having a lot of success.
Whew, okay, so like I said before, it was a long story. It was a lot of drama within the team.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much arguing, one seeing eye to eye with each other, with my teammates, coaches as well. I'm not gonna name drop or nothing, but it was just too
That's
much going
fair.
on. Yeah, it was too much going on. Some people felt like they had it better than others, and I just didn't agree with it. I didn't like it, and
Mm-hmm.
I also had people in my circle kind of like helping me, giving me advice because I didn't know what to do. No, I didn't know what to do. I'm not gonna lie. My freshman and sophomore year of college were my two most depressing years. It was that bad. It was crazy. So yeah, I had enough with that. Like I said, I had people in my circle kind of encouraging me to take this next step because I was very nervous trying to enter this portal. Like I didn't know what to
Mm-hmm.
expect, but I'm really proud of myself for actually doing that, taking that step. But yeah, when I entered the portal, I had so many people hit me up. So I'm
Did that
glad.
make you feel good? Did that help
Oh,
your mental
I
health?
was hype. I was hype. Yeah, I was hype. But yeah, Coach Carol, that's my coach currently right now. She hit me up. She was at Charlotte actually before she hit me up. So, I mean, it wasn't her. It was Coach D. He's our assistant coach. He hit me up, and they were just saying
Mm-hmm.
how interested they were, telling me their style of play. They like to play fast. They're looking for quick guard. Just telling me everything they need in a player, and I was basically that person. So I'm like, okay, bet. And then I see the coach. She transferred to Marquette. I'm like, there's no way they bringing me to Marquette. I'm like, that's real high level. That's pretty good. All I could think about was UConn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, dang, that's the UConn conference. Like, that's really big. Like, that's all I could think about. Um, but yeah, so they kept hitting me up. I'm thinking they not gonna take me, or they gonna say, oh, we already got the players that we need. So I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of ignoring them because I was mad, I was upset. So and yeah, I just didn't want to hear it. I was just expecting the worst because that's all I knew was the worst. So. And then I actually decided to answer the phone, and they were like, "No, like we're still interested in you. Like we see your potential. We know what you can do for us in this team. Like we really want you." And so I decided to come on a visit, and it was everything I wanted. Like the culture was really good. She had brought one of her players from Charlotte. She was real cool. Um, so we had six. So six of the Marquette players before she came stayed.
Mm-hmm.
The rest transferred or graduated. But yeah, they were cool. They loved the coach. They loved her. They stayed. So one of them entered the transfer portal actually, and when she
Mm-hmm.
got here, she talked to them. They practiced with her a few times, and they said she was a great coach. So based off what they were telling me and what other people were telling me about her,
Mm-hmm.
just like yeah, she's definitely sounds like a coach that I would want to be playing under. So and as I
Okay.
loved, huh?
I said okay.
Yeah, I just loved everything that she had going over here. It was real dope. The culture felt like family. Like I felt really good when I got here.
Okay, so now being in your senior year and being a leader, how important is it for you to create a healthy culture for the younger people around you? Because I know as sophomores, freshmen and sophomores at a 4 year school, kind of at a JUCO, you can have some control because everybody's a sophomore and a freshman. But when you're a freshman and a sophomore, you have control over having a positive culture, but not really because it's older people before you. And I feel like it's set based off those leaders. So, how important is it for you to make sure, like the freshmen on your team now or the sophomores, that they're having a positive experience?
It's very important, and I'm gonna just go back to my freshman year. I didn't have those type of people to motivate me every day, tell me I'm good enough, encourage me to do better. Like I didn't have those people, and so I know how it feels not to have those people. So I just wanted to, pick up that role and be that role model for the younger players that come in and just be that person to encourage them do better. Like we have a freshman on my team, JJ. I get on her every day. She hates it, I'm sure, but I'm on her. I'm not about to cuss, but I'm on her every day. But I think she appreciates it. Like I really think she appreciates it. See, see, you got me
It's
stuttering.
okay.
You got to
It's
stutter, but I really think she appreciates it. Like I be on her, but it's very important. Like it's always good to have that person in your corner that believes in you.
okay. So playing at Marquette and
Yes.
going from SIU first, as far as education wise and class size wise, was it hard to adjust to the class sizes, or you feel like it's the same?
It wasn't that difficult. The class size here is definitely bigger, but it's pretty much the same. I mean, it's not that big of a difference. It's still lecture halls and stuff like that. But no, the education's. Actually, no, the education's a lot better here. I will say that.
Mm.
They're real serious about tutors. They really care about your education here. This is also a Catholic school too, so we learn about God. They have this mandatory theology class that we take, and I really appreciate that because I've been trying to get closer to Him. So this that really helps. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So just your past season as junior season, how do you feel like you did adjusting to now? Marquette is technically a Power Five, technically, isn't it?
Sort
Power.
of.
It's a
Not.
bigger school than SIU, but how you feel like you adjusted, and do you feel like it was a big adjustment because it is this kind of this emphasis on how like bigger Division ones are such at a different pace than everybody else.
I adjusted pretty good. I had the right coaches teaching me what I needed to know for this conference. Um, I definitely learned how to be more patient in this conference. At SIU, I kind of had a little bit of freedom, just doing whatever I wanted. But here, they taught me how to like slow down, be patient. We run sets, but we also play fast at the same time. But it's like more controlled, if that makes sense. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the
Yeah,
difference, honestly.
I would say I understand like knowing when to pull the ball out and run a play
Yeah.
rather than knowing when to go, knowing when you have numbers rather than knowing when you don't have numbers. That different
Yes.
kind of thing.
Sophomore me versus junior year me was a complete different player, honestly. Um, yeah.
And I know you played against UConn, but who was your toughest game? It may not even be UConn. Who was your
Okay.
toughest matchup?
It's definitely UConn, but my toughest matchup actually, I would say AZ Fudd's defense was really really good. She was actually kind of giving me clamps a little bit, but offensively, Jada Eads, she's a dog. She's very short, but she's quick as a mug. Seton
Who did
Hall,
she play for? Seton
Seton
Hall.
Hall.
Seton Hall always, always, always. I forgot what that guard name was. It was a little bitty guard, and she gave
Jada
UConn
Eads,
like that
Jada
was her.
Eads. It's
Oh,
probably her.
okay. She.
She
I was about to say
is
they always
definitely.
have a little bitty guard that is very shifty.
I'm telling you, making every little shot, bro, over everybody. No matter who guarding her, she just throw that mug up, it's going in, regardless. Like it was ridiculous. I'm right there. There's nothing else I could do. My hand right in her face. Like there's a whole video on their page of me just getting cooked, but it's okay.
Would you cook in her back though, David? Would you cook
Hey,
in her
second
back?
game I was cooking her back. First game was a little questionable, but it's okay. I
Did you
redeemed
you
myself. We won the second game. We lost. We lost the first game. I don't know what was going on. That first game was kind of awful. We all played a little bad, but we redeemed ourselves. And they
okay?
got third in the conference. They beat us. We got fourth. They got third. But it's
So
okay.
you gotta have a comeback.
We gotta have a comeback.
So you're shifty and you're little, but East Coast shifty is like. Do you feel like you're as shifty as the East Coast guards because you're shifty, or do
I
you
think I
feel
can
like
keep up. I feel like I'm good. I'm pretty shifty.
okay, that's
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
confident. We love it.
Always.
Okay, so now going into the senior year, what are some things that you are hoping to like you're adding to your game, or maybe it may be off the floor or on the floor to be able to have more success. So maybe you guys are first or second in the conference because you never know. But and you can beat Seton Hall twice and not just once.
We trying to. Can you repeat the question? You said, what am I adding to my game?
Yes.
My three is was god awful. I'm gonna lie. Yeah, my three was terrible, but I've been working on it. I've been consistent. Like I said, I've been in my high school gym every day. When I come home, I go there all the time. Shoot threes on the gun all day. So that's pretty much what I'm adding. My left hand, I'm definitely adding that also. But yeah, ultimately, I just want to become a 3 level scorer, be able to score at all levels. Because my first step is very quick. So once they start guarding me at the three, that first step is
Yeah.
barbecue chicken. That's what they say.
Dude, Jada move fast. If y'all have some Jada be moving, bro. I'm like,
Mhm.
bro, you not tired? She just be running. Layup,
But
layup drill.
that's really the
Okay.
cheat code, bro. When you in shape, like if nobody can keep up with you, like
Yeah. Bro,
that's
you
like
just get like 10 layups off of people being tired, bro.
literally like they can't keep up with you. That's the pros being short and in shape, quick. That's all I really need. I'm cool. I still
But
need
now
a little bit
you're
of
at the
strength
three.
to get strong. Yeah, I'm at the threes.
I was about to say, did you feel like when you came in your freshman year that you're like up to strength? Cause I know me, I didn't feel like I was strong, but my sophomore year, I got way stronger.
I
It
can
was
agree.
like a
It was
visible
same for
difference.
me. Same for me. Yeah, yeah. I
The
was
weight
skinny
room,
and scrawny. I was not nowhere near as strong as anybody else. And I also forgot to mention that I was the only freshman at SIU, so it
that's
was
tough.
real tough. It was real tough. It was crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
Yeah. That's a lot to carry because I know he was like,
Yeah,
you can't even talk about nobody with this stuff. You feeling like, dang, is it just me?
I couldn't. I didn't have that person, man. I was
Dang.
homesick. I was going through it, calling my mama every night. Like I was going through it. Yeah, but I'm here now. I'm real grateful. Everything happened for a reason. I truly believe that.
And the transfer portal works. So all y'all that was no, some people be
Does
taking some people be overdoing it. But
what you mean?
like the
Oh,
transfer
like
portal, somebody
transferring
that
everyone.
transfer 5 times. Like if you transfer 5 times, you're the problem.
No
Now one
fact.
or two, we might can get some understanding of why you transfer. But 5 times is
Right,
crazy. Like you need to go self reflect.
right, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about your major. Did you feel like do you know what you want to do after college? Do you want to go overseas or do like what do you want to do?
So my major right now is communication studies, and I'm minoring in sports management. I don't know what I want to do yet. This is like my third major. It's crazy, but I do want to go overseas. To hoop. I just talked to There's some overseas people down here actually. Right now we're doing a kids camp, so they down here kind of helping out a little bit. Some former players that played here came down here and brought some of their teammates down, and so I've been talking to them about like their accomplishments overseas and how it's going for them. So I really do want to see how that's going to work for me.
Okay, that makes sense because I know you said. Wait, did you? You say you changed it 3 times? Your major 3 times?
Sort of. So, first, my freshman year, I mean, two, because freshman year I was like undecided. I was like
Oh, yeah,
business
that don't
undecided.
count.
Yeah, that don't count. And then I chose business sophomore year. No, I chose sports management sophomore year. And now I'm communication studies. But technically, I was gonna come here with sports management. They didn't have sports management, so I had to do communication studies and minor in sports management because they didn't have the major here. So I guess you could
Oh,
say I'm
okay.
kind of in one. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you, what did y'all mascot?
A golden eagle, so a eagle.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
you're equal.
yeah.
Wait, what was you at Blue Springs Hub? What is Blue Spring?
Jaguar.
Okay, Jaguar. Okay, that was just a random thought I had, and I was like, let me ask her what is Marquette's mascot.
Mhm.
That's what I asked. And I don't know what does Marquette even like mean. Like, What is Marquette? They just named it that. Like, is it from a person? I've always wondered that. And you go there, so
Uh, See, I don't know. I mean, we have a little chant. It's called "We Are Marquette." But I don't really know what it stands for. I won't lie to you,
I
cause I'm not
always
gonna lie. I didn't know much about Marquette. I didn't even know Marquette was a school. I won't lie to you.
I did, but I always
Yeah,
wonder what it meant.
I don't know. I didn't. I ain't look too deep, but yeah,
Fair.
that's a good question. Let me look that up. I'm gonna have to.
You need to figure that out. You are gonna be an alumni.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I always wanted to know that. Cause I would be like, cause they would get into the tournament every here and there. The
Mm,
boys would get in the tournament. I'd be like, what does that mean? But
yeah, I'm
okay,
not sure.
okay. So we're gonna play a little games.
Oh
So we're gonna.
Lord.
It's simple.
All right.
Who's your top five all time NBA basketball players?
Top five.
Yes.
Kyrie at my one favorite player. He's definitely on my one. My two. Mm, that's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I gotta go Steph because he a shooter. Like he ain't
Fair.
missing. My three. Mm, mm. Is Kobe a small forward or is he like a guard?
You don't have to make it
Like,
to where it's like
it don't
a
gotta it's not like a lineup. It's just my top five.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go Kobe then, and then I'm gonna go. I gotta have AI in there though. Allen Iverson,
That's fair.
and then. Mm, off five. That's a good one. Hold on. Dang, bro. Hold on.
You over there thinking.
Overthinking that word. You said what?
I say you over here thinking like it's a science
I'm really
question.
thinking because I really. Mm, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Prom D Rose.
Okay,
Prom
that's
D Rose.
fair. I appreciate that because I'm a Derrick Rose fan, and I still argue with my cousins to this day
I
about
love
how Derrick
guards. I love
was.
guards. So
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, the second question is, who do you think is better? And you have to say who you think is better.
alright.
Caitlin Clark or Paige? You thought I was about to say Angel Reese. No. Caitlin Clark or Paige?
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Paige because she's really good at all three levels. I feel like she's better at all three levels. Caitlin Clark is still good at all three levels, but I think Paige is better at all three levels.
And you have first hand experience. Wait, did you have to guard Paige or who did you guard?
I mean, I would get switched on her, but she wasn't my initial matchup. But I had to guard the Asian girl, Chin. Her last
Yeah, I
name is.
know who that is.
I had to guard her, and I guarded Asian sort of KK, KK. So Chin and KK were my matchups. But I got switched on Paige a few times, but I went on her long.
That's fair. You didn't think about this. I asked somebody else and they were like, I'm not answering that. I was like, that's fair because they play like
They're
they're
both
both guards.
years, like they, yeah, they're both good.
Okay, the third question is, do you feel like Angel Reese is overhyped?
I mean, no, because I don't think so. I don't think so. All I would say is this: the rebounds, the me bounds. That's what you call it. It's the amount of layups she misses and rebounds. rebounds.
But do you feel like that correlates to her rebounds? Do you feel like she intentionally misses to get her rebound?
I don't think she
Oh,
intentionally. I don't know if she. I can't tell.
I
I can't
with
tell.
I was arguing this with somebody, and I was like, sometimes it looked like she be missing on purpose to get her
It.
rebound because she be just. It's like you was not about to make it shooting like
I
that.
mean, yeah, I can see why people think that. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, okay, and this is the last question. Who is your top five WNBA players? No order, no line matchup, just top five.
Enrique. Do we have it could be all time, right? Anytime. Sue Bird, Asia Wilson. Um, excuse me. Brittany Griner, she a dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Brittany Griner is humongous.
You said what?
Brittany Griner is humongous.
No,
I feel
for
like
real.
she keeps growing. Like how you keep getting taller, you grow.
No facts. And lastly, I'm gonna say, um, is it Deladon? Is that her name?
Oh, Deladon, Elena Deladon. Nobody said that. That's a good one.
Oh,
That's
people.
a good one. That's a good one.
I was
Okay,
trying to think her name, but yeah.
yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast and talking to me.
Yes.
Do you have a message that you want to tell people that may have gone through the same experience? I know you talked a little bit about mental health, and what is like your advice for them as far as that?
Um, I'd just say, um, as far as being coached, like just be coachable. Um, don't think you above anybody because you're not. Like, listen, take advice. It's always good to take advice from people. Um, cherish the moments because they go by really, really fast. And yeah, that's all I got.
That's it, short and simple, Jaidynn
Short.
style.
You know what I'm saying.
Well, thank you for coming on. Thank y'all for watching this podcast. We hope to see y'all be number two or one or in the NCAA tournament this year.
It's the plan. It's the
I'm
plan.
putting it all on Jaden's hands, y'all. So if they not there, it's her fault. She's the point guard, so everything's her fault.
Wait.
It gotta be your fault. You're the point guard.
Hey, all right,
You're the
cool,
point
cool,
guard.
cool.
You have to will them to there.
Hey, I
But
got you. We gonna make it.
thank y'all for watching and tuning in. We gotta have a follow up podcast after this season to see what Jaidynn did, to see if she was
Sure.
making them threes. We're gonna
Let's do
have
it.
to follow back up.
All
But
right.
thank you for coming on, Jaidynn, again.
Of
Hope you have a
course.
great day. I hope y'all are watching that's having a great day and talk to y'all soon. Peace.
All right.